Made me a big fan of his. So the league's really in trouble when he comes in. And I want to see how it plays out. And everybody's been excited for his arrival to the league. So we'll see what happens.
From a labeling like this unicorn thing, everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien.
The Spurs ain't close to winning no championship, young fella.
He's elite, hell of a talent. But some of the shit that I've seen, we're not letting him do that in the NBA.
But you're not just dribbling through me like the Harlem.
Victor Wembanyama is unquestionably a generational talent. Over the past few months, this young Frenchman has garnered immense attention, not only for his remarkable physical attributes, but also for the distinctive style of play he brings to the court. Despite his towering height, Wemby boasts a playing style more similar to that of a guard than a traditional big man. It's no surprise that he's garnered unparalleled hype as one of the most anticipated prospects in NBA history. Now let's dive into the thoughts of NBA stars and legends on this French basketball sensation. Tony Parker, a Spurs and French basketball legend, brought a wealth of experience to his assessment of the San Antonio franchise. With 17 years as part of the Spurs, 4 rings, and a great connection with the team's French fans, Parker's insights hold great weight. I know he wanted to go to San Antonio, and so it feels like it was destiny. With the French connection we built over the years, and he is going to keep the legacy going. It's pretty cool. He is unique. His set of skills is unique. You know, we never saw a guy that big shooting like that and having the dribbling skills that he has and the way that he plays the game. It is just different. I can't wait to see him succeed with the Spurs. He does not care about the pressure and expectation, and I think the Spurs is the perfect place for him. He is in very good hands. He is already like that. Wemby is a prospect the league hasn't seen in quite some time. He's a unicorn, a guy who's the epitome of versatility. He's a big man capable of dominating in the post, boasting guard-like ball handling skills, and the consistent three-point shooting that's usually associated with guards. But amid all the excitement that he could potentially challenge the likes of LeBron James and Michael Jordan, Draymond Green gives a dose of realism. I think people are setting him up for a tough road. Saying he's going to be an all-star next year, well, it's no cakewalk in today's NBA. If he manages it, that would be an incredible feat. But to expect him to be an all-star so soon without really understanding the intricacies of the game, I'm a bit skeptical, Draymond points out. His words shed light on the challenges young talents like Wemby face in their NBA journey. The Spurs star has earned great admiration from one of Europe's basketball legends, Dirk Nowitzki. The Dallas Mavericks icon lavished praise upon the Frenchman, saying, "You always think you've seen it all, and then Wemby comes around, a 7-foot guy. I watched a highlight the other day, and he shot a step back from 3. I mean, who does that? You gotta be skilled, you gotta be quick to the ball, you gotta be long. It's scary how talented this kid is. So long, the skill level, can dribble, can shoot. Hopefully he can stay healthy. That's the only thing that can hold him back. I think everything else, I've heard he's got the work ethic. He's a good kid. He wants to be great. He's putting in the work, and we're all here to support him and see his full potential." Victor's blend of size and skills is genuinely unparalleled, a phenomenon rarely witnessed outside the realm of video games. Such extraordinary players are typically found within the world of NBA 2K's My Career mode, where you can craft your own player destined for NBA stardom. Take, for instance, Curry, widely acclaimed as the greatest shooter in NBA history. His remarkable skills were considered otherworldly, reminiscent of a character you'd create in NBA 2K. While Curry may not be a physical outlier, his unparalleled skills and shooting prowess catapulted him to greatness. Nonetheless, even a veteran like Curry couldn't help but be astounded by Wemby's size and skill set. In his scouting report on the French unicorn, Curry remarked, "He's similar to an NBA 2K create-a player, embodying the aspirations of every point guard who dreams of towering at 7 feet. It's like a cheat code come to life." His talent is undeniably exceptional. Watching him is an absolute delight. Wemby's imposing presence on the basketball court, defined by an extraordinary blend of height, athleticism, and skill, is undeniably impressive. Gilbert Arenas left no room for doubt when he declared the French talent a budding star, long before he set foot on an NBA court. However, Agent Zero believes that there are only 2 players who could pose significant challenges for the young Frenchman. I think he's going to be a star. The reason is, there's only 2 centers that he has to worry about. He's Kevin Durant, but 7 feet. He's going to worry about the process from Philadelphia for 2 games and the Joker for 6. Like many NBA players, Kevin Durant is fascinated by the emergence of Wemby, and he believes the NBA is not ready for the French rookie. "That type of talent and skill just puts a smile on your face if you play basketball," said Durant. "The evolution of the game has taken us this far. We got tall dude that's able to do everything on the court. It's inspiring to a lot of people. It's not just his very unique skill set for a player of his size and his age that pops out to Durant. It's the way he has handled himself throughout the hype." One specific comment Wemby made recently caught the attention of the Nets' superstar. "I heard a comment, he said, somebody compared him to a few players in the league, and he was like, I think I'd do myself a disservice if I compared myself to one or two players. I'm going to take from everybody." That's such a profound statement and made me a big fan of his. Above all, Wemby has taken the basketball community by storm, and Kevin is thinking what everyone else is also thinking. The league's really in trouble when he comes in. I want to see how it plays out. Everybody has been excited about his arrival to the league, so we'll see what happens. Victor got the potential to reach to all-time greatness. However, due to his background, some people are cautious, preferring to witness his NBA journey before fully embracing the hype. Charles Barkley recently weighed in on this subject, offering advice to Wemby while emphasizing that the San Antonio Spurs face considerable challenges in their pursuit of an NBA championship. Barkley addressed Victor's desire for a ring next season, saying, "It's stupid, just because you're getting all this hype and you've been kicking butts in France all these years. That doesn't mean nothing when he steps on the court next year. The Spurs ain't close to winning a championship." Chuck later quipped that the Spurs would likely be the third best team in Texas next season. Wemby's talents are undeniable, and there's a reason for the immense hype surrounding him, but some remain cautious, awaiting his performance at the highest level before fully embracing it. Despite the anticipation surrounding Wemby, very few were ready for the spectacle the young Frenchman put on when his Metro 92 squad faced the G League's Ignite in Las Vegas. Victor posted an astonishing 37 points and, to the surprise of many, made 7 three-pointers. On the defensive end, the Spurs prodigy delivered 5 incredible blocks, resembling more of a seasoned guard than a center. At this juncture, it's almost redundant to reiterate that he stands head and shoulders above his peers. But you don't have to take our word for it. Even LeBron James added in on the French sensation, possibly bestowing him with a new moniker. I think my thoughts align with everyone else's. We've seen plenty of unicorns in recent years, but he's more like an alien. No one has witnessed someone as tall as he is while displaying such fluidity and grace on the court. He's undoubtedly a once-in-a-generation talent. The crucial thing is for him to maintain his health. In an interview, the NBA legend Shaq was asked about his thoughts on Victor's future. The Big Diesel isn't ready to hype Wemby as an absolute star just yet, even though he acknowledges the youngster's talents at a once-in-a-generation level. Shaq expressed his skepticism, stating, "No, and I'm a bit skeptical because of the good and bad things about highlights. When you put your highlights on, you always show the good parts. I want to see this kid play a full game. He's not very big, he's tall, but he's building up a lot of muscles, not that strong. He can shoot, he can dribble, he can do all that. I haven't really seen a lot of post moves. We haven't seen a lot of that stuff. But I'm only seeing highlights of him dunk the ball and shoot jumpers. So again, you could be a star in France, but when you come over here, you definitely have to start all over. A lot of guys have a lot of hype and came over here, some played out, and some didn't. So I'm going to be more on the skeptical side like Charles is on this one." While many are believers in Victor's extraordinary potential, Clippers forward Paul George maintains a more measured perspective. He aligns somewhat with Draymond Green, who, despite his strong belief in Victor, harbors certain reservations about the French rookie's transition to the league. Paul, however, doesn't foresee Victor becoming a bust by any means, but he doesn't share the view that the young talent will achieve all-star status in his rookie season, despite what others may believe. I anticipate him doing well. I'm not suggesting he'll be a bust, not at all. He's bound to be a star, but initially there might be some challenges as he adapts to this league. I don't think his trajectory will be a continuous upward climb from day one, stated George. This viewpoint is intriguing, because very few players have managed to achieve this in their debut season. The transition to the NBA can be hard, given the elevated schedule and the level of competition compared to previous levels or foreign leagues. Nevertheless, generational talents like Victor are anticipated to excel wherever they go. This is precisely why they are deemed extraordinary. Only time will unveil what lies in the future of the young Frenchman's basketball journey. When discussing the French prodigy's potential, NBA legend Kevin Garnett drew comparisons to the two most recent European MVPs, the Greek Freak and the Joker, in an effort to underscore the exceptional polish Wemby has displayed from an early age. Garnett reflected, Joker, if you go back and look at him, they showed him. He looked super regular back then. They were calling him chunky. We weren't respecting it. You remember the Greek Freak's run? The Greek Freak had one of the craziest runs. He was looking like Shaq with KD parts. He was hitting three-pointers and brought the heat. The Greek Freak and Joker didn't look this polished as a prospect at this age. So he fits right into the narrative of what we're saying. Ibaka invited the Greek Freak to his YouTube show and asked what he thought about the Wemby. When Ibaka asked about Wemby, the Greek Freak was straightforward. When this kid comes, get ready. If you're not ready, this kid is going to be a problem. I've never seen this before in my life. I saw him up close. He was on the same team as my brother. He's taller than Rudy Gobert, but he can block shots like Rudy and shoot like KD. Crazy, and he has a good attitude. If he stays healthy, he's going to be really good. It is going to be interesting to see how Wemby's body will transform in the NBA. The Greek Freak was also pretty slim when he was drafted, but throughout the years has transformed into one of the strongest players in the league. Victor is also known to be a hard worker, so it will be interesting to see his body progress throughout his basketball journey. Reggie Miller, another NBA legend, is brimming with anticipation to witness what the #1 pick can bring to the Spurs. However, he also harbors concerns about Victor's well-being, drawing from his own experience as a reference. Reggie emphasized the importance of avoiding injuries and the potential impact they might have on Wemby's promising career. He remarked, "My only concern is that he looks fragile. I was rarely injured. Through my 18-year career, only ankle injuries. But I played on the perimeter. I'm not banging with the big boys. But it's not as physical as it was in the 80s and 90s, so he won't be banged up like those days. I just hope he doesn't get hurt. I just pray he stays healthy, and everything I've seen on videotapes and everything I've seen on scouting reports, if he plays like that, the future is his. So I'm excited for him." Basketball Hall of Famer and esteemed Dream Team member Chris Mullin joins the list of admirers for Victor. Mullin expressed his anticipation, saying, "Wemby is a unique talent. I am really looking forward to watching him. When he came over to the showcase in Vegas, he really impressed me as a player. Someone we haven't seen the likes of before. When you look at his stats from Europe, he almost averages a double-double. He also has great vision and is very comfortable inside and out. He is playing at both sides of the ball. He has a three-point shot. The efficiency is also there. So, when you have numbers like this from a big man, 3 blocks per game, that is Shaq numbers, combined with all his other skill sets, I think he is a combination of a lot of players. There has never been a guy that plays like him. Really a unique talent. With an array of distinctive attributes ranging from his size to his playing style, Wemby stands out as one of the most hyped draft prospects in history. What truly distinguishes him from other young players is his unique approach to basketball. A slow start or simply an above-average season would be considered disappointing, as Wemby is expected to be one of the greatest players in NBA history. He has got the skills, the height, the work ethic, and the right mindset, so basically he has all the tools to become an all-time great player. He is left in good hands with the San Antonio Spurs, so let's just hope that the best is yet to come for the young Frenchman's career.